Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. Splitting Wigs back with another video, and it is another Scuf stick drift video. Now, it's not a tutorial. This isn't like a how-to. I have a bunch of other videos for that on the channel, which I'll link at the end of the video. However, this time, my controller got so bad to the point that I had to either break down, buy a new controller, tear it apart, fix it myself, or do what I ended up doing and emailing Scuf and looking into a paid repair through Scuf. I'm going to tell you how all that went down and what I got back in return. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so we'll get into it first. I do currently have my backup Scuf that does have some stick drift, which will probably be going back soon to get repaired. I'm going to do a comparison between this and what I got back. This one here has a ton of use on it as well. And just so you can see what it looks like, this is what I got back recently for my repaired. This is my original Scuf that has tons of hours on it. I can't even tell you how many hours this has on it. We're going to jump into a game. We're going to use the dead zone setting to show you what I ended up getting back versus to show you that my other one has stick drift. We're going to do a comparison between the two, and then at the end I'm going to go over when I reached out, how fast they got back to me, when I shipped it out, how fast I got it back, how much it cost, and what I think of the overall experience going through this process with a company that's kind of known for having a lackluster customer service, but they are making changes, guys, so let's get into it. All right, so we're just going to jump into a play training here just so that I don't have to worry about getting killed and things like that. It still, will serve its purpose. What we're going to do is we're going to start with
Welcome to Warzone training.
My controller that was not repaired was recently, see look, it's stick drifting right now because of my settings. You see that? And this one here was recently, like I show on my other video, reset and recalibrated. And this is what I'm dealing with right now with this one. As you can see, okay, so what we're going to need to go to here is, since this one's known to have issues, I have to turn this up to where I usually play with it. So now that I have it, yeah, you can see even on, okay, yeah, okay, so it's not stick drifting on 0.08. Now I know for a fact if I go to 0.07 it will stick drift. I have been actually playing at 0.09 with this controller because it does get worse as I play. Like I said, this one was recently reset and recalibrated. So let's just start turning it down until we get visual stick drift without touching it. There it goes. So as you can see, this one is at 0.07 and it has a good bit of stick drift. And like I said, this one's freshly reset, recalibrated. Now, I don't know about you, I'm pretty picky. I have friends that don't do this, but when mine gets to 0.1, it's time for me to do something. I don't like my dead zone to be over 0.1. I know that that's weird and picky, probably, but that's what I'm dealing with. And this one's at 0.09 right now, so this one gets much worse. If I go to 0.1 and I do my reset, recalibrate, and it's not working properly, this one will be going back for repair as well. Now, let's switch over to the one that I just got back. And top tip, always keep them in your case, guys. Don't just lay these down and put them in places where they can fall and get damaged. And they're not cheap, and they're fun to play with, so you don't want them to be broken because it takes a lot of the fun away. Now, as you can see, here's my new one, my fresh one. I just got back from Scuf on the same settings that we just had, and we got nothing. Now, I know because I just did this. I can almost get away with a 0.03 with this. Like, look at that. It is hardly moving, and it's almost not moving. It's not moving. Yeah, it's not moving on 0.03. Now, I did notice that if I... Holy crap. So, honestly, this is as good as any Scuf I've ever bought, even my brand new ones. Let's see if... There's no way we get away with 0.02, right? I mean, it didn't the last time. Okay, yeah. So now... Yeah, now you can definitely see 0.02. We got some half-decent stick drift there. So, technically... 0.04 is safe all day. So that's pretty good right there. So that's your stick drift setting. That's why I sent this back. It had other issues. We'll go over that in a second. But right there's your test to see what you get back whenever you actually send something to Scuf. Pretty good. You have to admit that that's pretty solid. So what we're going to get into next is how long it took, were they responsive, how much it was, and then go over a couple things for what I think of what I ended up, how much value I got for my money. All right, guys, now we're going to go over what the whole process was like and go through like the date, timestamps, and stuff like that on everything that happened. October 14th, I got a response back 3 days after I sent my initial request for sending something back. So 3 days it took for them to get back to me and give me an RMA number, ship to address, and things like that. So it only took 3 days to get that back. Now you are gonna be at, you know, they can't tell you anything for how much it's gonna be prior to shipment. So you're just sending it back and you're eating the ship to and shipping back. You're just risking spending that money if it's gonna be way more money than you think that you want to spend to fix the controller. So I shipped it out knowing that, and that's why it took a couple days for me to decide if I wanted to do it. I shipped it to them on the 14th. They received it on October 18th. The 20th, October 20th, 2 days later, they sent me back an invoice saying that I have a level 3 repair, because what mine needed actually wasn't just stick drift on this R3. What mine actually needed was stick drift on R3, and then the L2 button on mine, this trigger it would depress by itself. So it would ADS you in the middle of a game by itself without touching it. So those two things needed repaired. They also said that other things on the controller while it was in and apart, you might as well get fixed. So I got what was called a level 3 repair, which I'm not sure if that's like their highest, but obviously it's not the lowest. So they sent me an invoice for a level 3 repair for $69.99 plus return shipping. So on the 20th, I paid them right away. They sent me my invoice. I paid it on the 20th. Then it was 2 weeks after that they sent me an update saying that the controller was finished and shipping back to me on November 8th. So they got all the parts in, fixed the controller, sent it back to me on November 8th, which was roughly, 2.5 weeks after I paid my invoice for the repair. Now, what I'm pleasantly surprised to tell you, once again, I'm not affiliated with Scuf at all. I'm just telling you what I think. So this controller here, when I got it back, literally felt like a new controller. Like, I don't know if you have one already, but when you first get a Scuf, it feels a little bit weird because like the R3 and L3 have like a stiffness to them that you're not used to. Like a PlayStation controller and a used Scuf have like a really loose feel to the thumbsticks, but when they're new, they feel kind of stiff. It took me a couple nights to get used to it because that's how brand new both of these felt. Now, as far as my L2 and R2, I'm pretty sure they replaced both of these. When I got this back, other than the outside case, I would have told you it was brand new. I got, like I said, brand new actual bases for the thumbsticks. I got brand new actual thumbsticks. They replaced the ones I sent them with the exact ones and they were brand new. I got brand new rings. And from what I can tell, I got brand new triggers and brand new actuators under the triggers. So for the people that like use their Scuf until it's wore out and put it on eBay, throw it away, buy a new one, don't sleep on getting them. I literally feel like I got a brand new controller for $69, and I have no reason to say that except for to just tell you the truth. And you saw from this footage that my stick drift is gone. It is literally better or as good as any brand new Scuf I've ever had. So that's the update, guys, and I hope you got something out of it. If you did, let me know below or drop a like on the video. It's free and much appreciated. Subscribe to find your way back for more content. Splitting Wigs out. Catch you on the next one.